Hey everybody, welcome back. This is the nice guy from Walking Disasters bringing you another part of Path of Radiance. So now we're on chapter 16. The Atonement. What is this? Who are you? What have you done with Nizela? Ho ho! This is something everyone should see. There can be no doubt I gaze upon the last living wonder of the Serene's royalty. These golden locks witness how they gather in the morning sun and multiply its brilliance. The gentle lush of those argent wings manifest proof of royalty, as sure as I am alive. Magnificent, absolutely magnificent, a true work of art, throughout in flesh and feather. All his beauty, mine, the fortune I pay, that Raven King seems like a pittance compared to this treasure. What, Nizela sold me? To you? Ho 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 ho! You are exquisite, even in range. Now if you behave yourself, I'll grant you a life of luxury. Ow, my nose! My beautiful nose! Fish Revolver, you winged freak, you'll pay for this. No, you mustn't harm him. You mustn't ruffle a single feather of this gorgeous wings. My beauty, you mustn't be frightened. In time we'll come to see how kind and trembling a master I can be. This is madness. Ooh, so frightening. How delicious. But I fear that we must now be separated for a short while. Little servants, attend my words. You must not raise a hand to this one. Prepare his meals with care and do not disturb his rest. We will not see his commandments mirrored by displeasure. Hurons, you see, are such delicate things. And then, at the proper time, yes, the proper time, then we will be. I say to you, these haunting senates and their ilk have looked down their nose at me for the last time. I shall show them all. Ooh, but I must have a grand stage, where none can fail to see me. The Serene's royals are creatures of legend, and I have arrived with one at my side. I can hardly wait to see Duke Godol's face. Ho 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 ho, ha 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 ho. Nizela, you wench, curse your eyes, how dare you do this to me? Boom, back to Ike's crew. Meanwhile, at the cathedral, I brought him. Well done, Ike. I shall see that you are well rewarded. Where's your usual entourage? I only see 2 of your holy guards. Oh, there's some sort of disturbance. I think they're cleaning away that rabble. But on to business. Is that the one there, the ringleader of the thieves? Why, he's nothing but a child. Has he offended? Has he offered up any kind of defense? Or his typical Moor actions? We are no thieves. We are trying to free the Laguz that these filthy artifices hold in captive. What a manner of absurd fairy tale is this? In the year Benyon 624, Apostle Mishiha had my honored grandmother amphiplated every last Laguz slave. In accordance with her law today, there is not a single slave to be found in all of the Benyon Empire. You lie. Countless noble houses even now keep Laguz as servants for entertainment or worse. And the Senate, they vast windbags grant tactic approval by doing nothing. That's enough. I told you to keep a cool head. But, like, why ever would you bring such an ill-mannered rogue to meet me? What is that you're planning? If anyone's planning something, it's you. Really? And what could you possibly mean by that? Your last mission showed us the slave trade, and now you put us in contact with an underground implication group. From the very beginning, I found this whole arrangement a little odd. You have more vases than you can use, yet you hire us for these missions. Your motivations have me puzzled. Oh, I see, and have you solved this puzzle of yours? You want to expose the devastacy of the inner circle of power, but you don't want the general public to know that the majority of the sentence is involved in slavery. And to think I thought you were an untutored as a wind monkey. You're actually quite bright. I didn't figure it out by myself. I have companions whom I trust with my life, they hoped. Hey, hold it. What in the world are you talking about? Would someone like to explain this to me? The apostle is aware of the Laguz slavery. On top of that, it appears she intends to do something about this problem. Are you serious? I am, however, whenever I succeed or fail depends largely on what you do next. So be it. I think it's time you told us about the next job we have lined up for us. I've received reports that Bishop Oliver, the Duke of Tennis, is up to something suspicious. Duke Tennis has a villa near the woods of Surrains. Go there and return with irrevocable proof of what he's been doing. If you succeed in this, I promise to support your Princess Alencia with all the power at my command. We'll bring back whatever information it is you're looking for. But ready for us. Be ready for us. God damn. More reports. Thank you, Soren. Damn, we spent quite a bit. Combat experience, bonus experience, Geo MVP. And there we go. We got Tormod and Miriam, guys. And Miriam is going to be our last companion. There's no deaths and no injuries beyond our capability to heal. Everyone performed excellently well. That is all. By my leave, I'll excuse myself. Peace out, Soren. So that leaves our group with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Am I missing some? 11 and 12. Or 12 here. And then 13. Okay, let me go through info. Miriam. Miriam. Little one. How was it? Were you treated roughly? Did they attempt to punish you? No, it was nothing. And the apostle, I thought she'd be some mean old hag, but she's just a kid, really. She's even shorter than I am. Little one, you must lower your voice and watch your tongue. What? Why? Rest easy, Miriam. Everyone in this room is with me. The apostle has no ears here. That is good. Miriam. Speaking ill of the apostle here is considered treason. Keep it up and he'll kill you, or threaten to. What? Little one, while we are here, please choose your words with more care than you have shown. I beg of you. Alright, right. I understand. For Laguz, you seem to know more about the court equity here than my fellow Bjork, Tormod. Pah. That's cause I don't know much about any of this stuff, that's all. It is no matter, little one. The reason I'm familiar with the customs of Benyon nobles is I myself was once a slave. What? Oh no. For generations my family served as slaves to one house. They were wealthy and powerful, senates all. As a child I was raised never to question my stations as a slave. For the day that I was born, the most grueling physical labor was all natural as breathing. I knew nothing else. To ensure we were liked by our masters, we were drilled in the equity of polite sociality until it became a second nature. We were slaves, we did what we were to live as long as we could. The most important thing was not to inquire the wrath of our masters. If we displeased them, we were punished. If we were lucky, we were beaten. If we were unlucky... Miriam, that's enough. I'm sorry, Lord Ike. If a former slave like myself is presented, all of you will be judged, scolded, and looked down upon. I came here to ask if you would take care of something for me. I would have you take care of the little one. What? Why would you say such a thing? You were born as a Laguz slave and you're not allowed to be free? That's not right. That's why we promised each other that we would change all of that. We made a promise. Laguz like Bjork, we build homes and plant fields, families would live together in peace and freedom. That's the place we dreamed of. That's a dream that belongs to us as former Laguz slaves. We don't need the help of another Bjork like you. What? Sniff. Little one. Dot. Does it really warrant that much concern? Huh? Since I first arrived here in Benyon, it's nothing that's been bothering me. There's something that's been bothering me. If you were born into a noble house, you're a noble. If your parents are slaves, you're a slave. Do you think a person's worth is decided at the moment of their birth? I can't understand a country where that passes for normal. I just can't. Those don't sound like words of someone working for the Crimea. Princesses are princesses because they were born in royal families, right? Are you going to deny that? No, you're right. Alencia is a princess. I don't think we've treated her with more respect than any of our other employers we had, but... funny, we have addressed her as a princess the entire time, but I've never really considered what it meant. From what I understand, I think you've been blessed. You were born to Bjork and raised in a country with latent social structure. That's a irrelevant life. It's so hard. No matter how I try, I'll never fully understand your pain. But listen, I didn't treat Alencia any differently after I learned of her heritage. I'm not going to think of you or treat you differently just because you used to be a slave. It's not going to happen. You are you, and I'm free to think of it that way I want, right? Miriam, there's nothing anyone can do about your past, about the burdens you carry. And I don't know everything that's going on, but you shouldn't try to push Tormod away. He's dedicated to you, and being with you is his choice. It's part of his freedom. I see now. I will go and find him. If meeting those in the temple is uncomfortable, I can go and bring him back. What do you think? No, I can do it. I have a good nose. Tracking the young ones while avoiding other Bjork is an easy task. I see. Never mind. May our friendship be true and enduring. I share your sentiments. Our troop will have you as long as you wish. So that's Miriam, guys, and Safan. What the? Who are you? How long have you been a member of my troop? I joined after battle in the sands. My name is Stefan. I apologize for not introducing myself earlier. Why are you here? In part, it's because I'm curious, but mostly it's the guarding hand of fate that has led me to you. In the desert, I watched the dance of your sword. You have a unique style, but it is incomplete, filled with hesitation. You have recently lost your teacher, no? Luckily, your foundation is quite strong, which is why I can be of service. Your technique, how powerful will it be when perfected? I would like to know. Who are you? You can learn the dance of blades from me without knowing my history, can you not? What say you? Let your heart decide. If you don't study, you don't get an item. If you study, you get an item, so we're gonna study. I understand. If you can help me perfect my technique, I will gladly accept an invitation to learn from you. Then prepare yourself. Come, attack me with all your strength. Boom, we got the Osculate Scroll, which gives anybody the ability to learn their final skill. Supports. Now that we have all the characters I want to use, we can finally do all the supports easily. Ike and Soren. ... Do you have a second Soren? What is it, Ike? What's wrong? You've been quite quiet and mopey for days. What's going on? Well, Yes, it's nothing. You never worry about who you are, have you? Your family, where you've come from? Who am I? Well, not really, no. I guess I don't understand what you're getting at. I had a father and a mother, and I don't remember much about her, but otherwise no complaints. It must be nice having loving parents. You need people to experience your childhood to help shape the person you will become. Without an adult around to affirm and support them, a child can't know which path to take, or who he really is. Don't you have any memories of your parents? No, the woman who raised me was not my birth mother, and she wasn't all that fond of me anyway. My earliest memories of her saying, "Why me? The world isn't fair," or "Stay away from me, child." No love, no affection. She took care of me out of sense of duty that she didn't really possess. ... When I came about 4, a nearby sage came by and asked to take me in. He said I possessed rare magical talent. I remember the day clearly. My caretaker was delighted to give me up. In fact, she seemed almost delirious with pleasure, smiling like a mad woman as she handed me over. The sage even gave her gold as compensation. Not that it was necessary. Oh, Soren, I had no idea. The sage was old and knew that his death would come for him. His only goal was to teach his art to an apprentice. As time was short, he put me through terrible, ridiculous magic training. We worked day and night without cease. I didn't even have time to think about who I really was, but it was still a better life than I had ever known. When the sage died 2 years ago, I had acquired much magical skill, perhaps too much for a child of my age. At any rate, once I had eaten all the food in the sage's hole, I left and walked for days to find help. Upon reaching civilization, I came to another grim realization. I couldn't speak, not a word. Soren, when I could read and write better than most of the villagers, and I couldn't understand what they say, I just couldn't talk. I couldn't help it. The woman and the sage both used to hurl words at me, unkind words usually, but I never needed to answer, so... Soren, huh? Oh, I apologize. Like, I should not have made you listen to such nonsense. Soren, it's not nonsense, it's awful. It's the most terrible thing I've ever heard. Where did this happen? Was it in Benyon? No, but there's more. I haven't told you about my parents. No, that's enough. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Wait, Soren. Soren, blast! So we'll finish that conversation when Soren and Ike reached a combo. But Soren has had a hard life, as we've realized. Okay, no. So Rolf is forced to go with Mia. Looks like... What's Gatir? Gatir... Crap, Gatir's forced to go with me. Marcia. Oh my god, and Kieran was forced to go with Marcia. That means Rolf should have went with Mist, and... But then Boyd wouldn't have anybody. God damn. Mist and Jill. For sure wouldn't do that. Does it taste good, Joe? Yeah, it's really good. Why? Because I made it. I'm glad you like it. You made this? Yep, I called it Miss Magical Meatloaf. It's chock full of good stuff. That's good for you, especially when you're sick. You look really sad and you never eat, so I thought this would make you feel better. You're worried about me? Why would you? Why are you so nice to me? I'm a Dane soul. Please stop saying that. Why, it's true. Because it makes me feel bad, that's why. You're always saying I'm a Dane soldier, everyone should hate me, blah blah blah. But you're not a bad person, Jill. I just want to be your friend and you make it really hard. My friend. That's it? I don't think I'm gonna give anybody Rolf. I'd rather have Marcia and Gatir. Rolf, you're gonna be a standalone character even though you had like 2 people you could be friends with. Miriam is Zark, that's good. Zark. Let me look at Zark. Where are you, Zark? There you are. Yep. You're forced to go with Miriam. Okay. So that is it for now, guys. I'll catch you guys after outfit and management is done. Okay, guys, welcome back. I didn't give anybody any level ups. I didn't do much. Where's Marcia? Trade Mist. I wanted to give Marcia a Steel Lance, or Forged Steel Lance. And yeah, pretty much didn't do anything. So, let's talk about our 2 new characters. Let's start with Tormod. Tormod is a mage, guys, of course. And let's go through his growth rates first. So Tormod is 50 HP, 20 strength, 45 magic, 40 skill, 45 speed, 35 luck, 25 defense, and 45 resistance. Honestly, if you don't have a mage yet, and you really still want to use one, I will suggest Tormod. Honestly, Tormod is a really good mage. It's just really too bad he comes at a low level and his base stats aren't too bad, but they're not too good either. Well, if you have lots of BXP left, I'd say put it on Tormod, just for one reason and one reason only. He has ability Celerity, which increases his movement by 2 spots, and only he could use that. And he's a fire mage, so his specialty is fire. And fire is a pretty good magic. So, and his growth rates are okay, so he might gain some strength, so he won't be weighed down. But his speed growth is actually really good for a mage. 45 is nothing to be laughed at, and his magic growth rate is pretty good too. So honestly, just because of Celerity, and if you don't have a mage yet, or if you want a second mage, I do recommend Tormod. Especially once he gets the next tier, being able to move further is awesome for him. Because he'd be able to heal and keep up with everybody. He'd be at 8 movement, which is awesome. I keep saying awesome because it is awesome. But I won't be using Tormod. His affinity is fire, which gives him more attack and accuracy, which is okay, not bad. Honestly, for ranged units, getting more attack is pretty good. So like I said, I like Tormod as just honestly, too bad that he's comes at a low level. But like I said, if you do have bonus experience left over, you could put him on par with your guys and he'd be really good. So, our next guy is Muarim, and he will be joining our crew. He came with just a demi-band. He didn't come with a vulnerary. I put it on him because, you know, it's the way I like it. Honestly, I can't remember what his transformation gauge starts at, just due to the fact that he has the demi-band on. Let me see if I could unequip. Unequipped it. And see, yeah. But see, I'm not sure if it's 0 or if he starts at 0 due to the fact of the demi-band. But yeah, he is level 9, so only 11 levels till he's capped. But his base stats are awesome, so this is why I like using him. And you could pretty much use him almost any time, even later in a playthrough, and if you needed a spot, you could always use Muarim. And let's go through his growth rates, even though he won't be leveling up much. He has 145 in HP, so most of the time he'll gain 2 HP, which is awesome. 70 in strength, 5 in magic, 70 in skill, 55 in speed, 35 in luck, 60 in defense, and 45 in resistance. His growth rates are awesome, but that's because Laguz growth rates are always awesome. You gotta think of it as 2 level ups. Almost. And he has Thunder as his affinity, which is 0.5 in defense and 2.5 in avoid, which is awesome. So yeah, that's a Muarim for you. Doesn't come with anything special, but yeah, watch out for fire and Laguz killing abilities to hinder him. So that's those two guys. Honestly, I ranked them pretty high. Normally I don't use Tormod, but when I do, it's awesome. So yeah, those are those guys. I didn't use any BXP. I'll probably be using some maybe next round on Ike, just to top him off if he doesn't finish this time around. Like I said, he has this chapter and 2 chapters in chapter 17, because 17 split into 4 parts. Okay, so let's get started, guys. This is the place? Yes, it is. It's rather heavily guarded. Even so, I think a direct attack would be our best chance of gaining entrance. Halt. Who goes there? What are you doing? This villa is probably of Duke Tanis, Senator of the Empire. No trespassing. I am Ike, of the Royal Mercenaries. Under orders of the Apostle, we have been charged with investigating the Duke. What? The Apostle sent you? Wait here a moment. Alright, brother. We'll sneak around and out here and see what we can see. Good idea. Leave it to us. If we get stopped, we'll just talk our way out of it. Alright, miss, let's get going. Yeah. What is it? I hear that you lads claim to be here on the Apostle's business. We have a letter here that bears her seal. Well, I see. It appears genuine. Very well, I am in a position to ask exactly what am I expected of doing. We are here by the Apostle's leave. Do you honestly intend to make us discuss this private matter outside? Oh, no, of course not, never. I would never insult. Please come inside. Sir, pretty good at this stuff. Oh, slavery? Me? The Apostle would honestly accuse me of such an infamous thing as slaveholding? Oh, ho. Do you claim no knowledge of such a thing? I'll show you every nook of my mansion, every cranny. I've been most thorough, have I not? And you saw no trace, not a single sign of any Laguz here, do you? That is true. This customization is absolutely accusation is absolutely ridiculous. To think that I, Bishop, who serve only the Apostle's will, would do anything to violate our country's Implemency Act. But be certain that you tell the Apostle everything. Tell her that Duke Tanis is upright and clean-handed. There is not even a shadow of falsehood in my noble eyes. Look into them deeply, my boy, and tell me what you see. Well, stop that. Get back off. We have little choice, do we? I think it would be best if we let if we left for the time being. Hey, halt! You can't go in there. Ah, Ike! Miss, what is it? I saw him in a room on the top floor of this building. I saw something. I think he was one of the bird tribe. He looked like he was trying to jump out of the window, but he was forced away from it and back into the room. What? What's this child babbling about? Something from the bird tribe. Can you describe him? He had long hair, it was sparkling like gold, and his skin was so pale, almost translucent, and his wings, they were pure white. Is that accurate, Titania? It is, I saw him as well. That can only mean that there is a member of the Huron tribe in this palace. According to books, only members of the royal Huron family possess white wings. It appears that there is at least one room that we haven't seen yet. What is going on, Duke Tanis? Can you cooperate and show us this room that you somehow forgot? Or guards! Kill them all! Don't let a single one escape! So this is how you want to play it, eh? I thought it might come to this. Mercenaries, it's time! Move out! Destroy them! Boom. Yeah, you better run your fat fork. Death then hears the sound of battle. You dare to bring conflict into Bishop Oliver's home, my lance will make you pay for your intrusion. Okay. We don't need you, Mordecai. But we do need Volk, we just said. Cause there is lots of chests and doors that we gotta get. There's 2 chests here, 2 chests here, 2 of them here, which sucks cause we're only gonna take 1 thief cause they only give us 11 spots and I really want to take a Muckalov. So we're gonna have Boyd sit out. Muckalov join. Damn it, we gotta take a tier also. Looks like Kieran G Thug will have to be sitting out too. Pretty much I'm gonna have my strong guy sit out, which sucks, but that's the way it has to be. Same with Miriam, he won't be seeing battle time until Runa's form. Because I consider him level 18. Once he hits 20, that'll be I double his levels to pretty much what his actual level is. Or you could consider them 2nd tier right away, Laguz. As for that, so we'll move all of our fast units up top. Move you here. That's pretty good. So pretty much, you wind here, wind it over here, kill everybody. You gotta seize this, so you take as much time as you want if you don't care about BXP. You can also boss XP this guy. You gotta be careful when you come up here because the sniper has a crit rate on you. There's also a killer bow in this room, and I think a killer sword in this room. Gotta be careful there. And here is a character, Devdan. Let's see. You recruit him by having one of the small children to talk to him. Is there any... no, it won't tell us until we're actually into the map. But I think Rolf, Mist, and Tormod could all talk to him. I'm not sure about Soren. I don't think Soren can. Yeah, but for sure Rolf, Mist, and Tormod, they're all children, so they could talk to him. Let me go through his stuff. He comes with a heavy spear, so be careful with the armored units like Getir. And let's see, as a Halberd, he is a 2nd, so he's a promoted unit, and his base stats aren't that good for promoted units, but honestly you slap on the Night Ward and his speed will increase. So let's go through his growth rates. Honestly, out of the 2 halberds, I rank Nefani higher, but if you really wanted to use a halberd, aka soldier, you could also use him. So his growth rates, 75 in HP, 60 in attack, 30 in magic, 40 in skill, 35 in speed, 40 in luck, 45 defense, and 30 and 25 resistance. So like I said, his speed isn't that good, but you just slap on the Night Band and his strength growth rate is pretty good. His defense is also really good for Halberd. So yeah, if you want more of a bulky Halberdier, just slap on the Night Ward and DevDan's a decent character. So he also has this ability, has the biorhythm effect. His weapon rank's pretty high. Fire attribute, so 0.5 in strength and 2.5 in accuracy. But yeah, I normally never use DevDan. I don't even think I've used him in a playthrough before. And I won't be using him now because my team is pretty much solid with our 13 characters. So that's everything I need to talk about. Oh, also be careful because reinforcements start popping from behind, so don't leave any weak characters back there. Now that's everything I want to talk about, so let's get the match.